Hey, everybody. Thank you, Dolores. Thank you, Annie. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. Thank you, Joyce. Hey, Marsha out there. I'm going to give a blanket hey to all my channel members. Love you all. Okay. Oh, Annie. I don't even want to know. We'll get to that. Remind me about your comment here, Annie. When we get to trash time, I have a feeling that's where it's best to fit. Yes. Kay will be in the background. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I wish I'd known earlier. I would have had the appropriate shout out to you, but I'll hook you up after the chat. I will. Oh, yes, this is a trophy channel, but if you feel the need, go ahead. There's enough mods that'll take care of you. Grand Rising to you, C-Mac. I hope you are well. Zenobia, hope you are well. Woo! My screen refreshed. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Gwendolyn, the Bud Files. Hello, everybody. Sherry. Let's see. Oh, Anna. Hugs, Anna. Black Queen, how you doing? Empress Queen, how you doing? The Peace and Love family, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Angela. I hope you are well. Ooh, I caught up to the chat, y'all. Miracles do happen. Hey, Helen. How are you? I hope you all are doing good out there. Mm-hmm. I'm getting my third cup of tea. I'm sipping on that nicely. Hopefully I can behave myself today. I don't want to be too bad. You know how I am. Kenneth, how are you? Oh, Black Queen, thank you. Kicking it off with a super sticker. I appreciate it. Back to you. As I hit the mic, I didn't mean to do that. All right. So, hello, everybody. Hi. I hope you are well. Hope the week has been pretty good. Mine has been a little bit interesting to say the least. Yesterday, driving home and the transmission went out in my car. Yes, in my truck, I should say. So I'm without wheels right now, so I have to car shop when I end my live stream. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah. I've been trying to hold out as long as I could in getting one. Hey, Geraldine, how are you? But the time has come. Oh no! Oh no, Anna! Oh, please take care of yourself. I'm taking it to you've gotten tested for the one that has been going around for the last few years. I do know they said the flu is on the rise, which it's like it's summertime. That's weird. Hey, Janet, how are you? Beverly, Margaret, Sylvia. Let's see. Hello there, H Knight. How are you? You go to a junkyard to find. Yeah, I know. That's what my husband. We've kind of going around and around about that, but we had also been talking about a new car, so we'll see. About to embroider my Juneteenth shirt for the celebrations. Oh, very nice. Yeah, the company that I worked for 2 years ago out of the blue was like, "Oh, it's a holiday." And then it was like, "Okay, calm down." Like you just suddenly realized, but they actually put it on the calendar and it wasn't like some guessing game. No, Sylvia, you're not late at all. It's only about 6 minutes in. I know. Anna, definitely get some rest. Stay hydrated. If you're able to, get your self some Pedialyte. I know it sounds crazy. Pedialyte or Gatorade. Just really watch and stay hydrated. Hey, Cicely's, how are you? I hope you're well. Let me see. Hopefully, I haven't skipped any other names. Okay, I haven't seen any that I've skipped. So let me just get right into it. Hopefully, the music's not drowning me out in the background. Oh, Nutty Doctor, how are you? Oh, I hope you are well. And it's good to see you again. Thank you very much, sir. Why I said sir, I don't know. I always think you are, but correct me if I'm wrong. Rochelle, how are you? It's one of these days, y'all. It's just one of these days. I'm in a good mood, and that not may not be such a good thing. No, seriously. I'm just gonna get into it because y'all are like, "What's wrong with her?" So, as the title and all, Megan remembers the Hub Community Kitchen. So, some of this subject's gonna bleed over into trash time when we get there. That's I know Lydia's favorite time, but before we get there, let me just kind of go through 5 year remembrance. You know, there was a lot said about Megan's affiliation with this this group of individuals and people who really needed to know that they were cared for and cared about because they had lived through something very horrific and the community was trying to rebuild, and here swoops in our Duchess. And um, the hate ensued. The hate against targeting, the community as at large, and some of those. I'll just say hashtag Camilla Tomney is a liar. A lot of her articles were disgusting, um, only because Megan was tied to the community now, whereas the year prior and the year prior to that, I believe, you had the heir and the heir to the heir that had visited, opened it, the center, and everything else, and all but praises was given to the community. So I kind of twisted my trash time in here, but anyway, I just wanted to highlight. As you see the beautiful smiles and the happiness and the joy on their faces, and I hope you all, if you were able to, you got your copy of the Together book. I did, and I was stalking out my window looking for the delivery truck when it finally showed up and took a picture. It was silly, but it was fun, and I love the book. I'm not a cook, so have I opened it? Yes, love the pictures, love the meaning behind the food, and the foreword was beautiful, written by Megan, but I have yet to cook something from there. But it's on my shelf and I love it and I support it, and that's the important thing. Um, as I said, some of this is going to bleed into trash time, but the women or the community hub or hub community kitchen shared on IG that Megan had called them with words of encouragement, and the trolls came out in such force against them that they deleted the IG post. I know their tweet they had deleted, and they went private because I went to go to IG just to be like, "Yay, how beautiful!" And I was like, "Why am I not pulling up their account? And why is it saying it's private?" And it took me a minute, and I'm like, "They went private? Like, what is going on?" And then I found out. So there's words, but I'll probably get too emotional. The hate that is directed to Meghan, thereby any person of color. That's how I look at it. It's just it's astonishing, it's mind-blowing, and you would hope that it would stop because by now she's thriving. She's not in that cesspool anymore of a country because yes, I'm calling it that because that's the environment that was just lashing out at her for no reason other than a certain person in a certain um mm, castle, mansion, whatever you want to call it, just rather see his brother live a horrible life and be the third wheel and I guess keep his wife company while he can run around in the bushes or something. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving right along. I'll catch your comments in a little bit, but moving right along. So, OMID released information just Project Fearless, a Dutch nonprofit serving girls and non-binary kids in Amsterdam. Amsterdam was celebrating 3 years and looking back at their major milestones from launching a major documentary to a visit from Meghan. So while they were over there for the Invictus, see, a lot of y'all always are that hate them are always putting or hate Meghan more so are always putting out this narrative that she's doing this for PR and she's doing that for PR and blah 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 blah. No. There's a lot that goes in. When I say they're very intentional and thoughtful in things that they do, they are. We're finding out about this after the fact. Okay, I'm just saying, no leaks. But I just love the pictures. And although I'm not a fan of ET, I wanted to just share because it just gives a little bit of the link is nowhere to be found. I just took a screenshot just so y'all know. Okay. With it being Pride Month, I'm glad the inclusivity is there as always with our loving couple. Just saying. Something was made about her clothes. I'm not sure why, because a big blazer's always been her thing. Some of y'all need to go back through, well, the archives of the TIG and even clothes that she's worn when she was in the UK. Just saying. Okay. But it was just good to see. And this is her showing happiness and joy and just being proud in the moment. If she was a guest coach, can you imagine sitting in a room and then suddenly she walks in and they're like, surprise, this is your guest coach. Yeah. Once they pick you up off the floor, here you go, you know. But I like this as, one of the young people there just saying, and basically, everything we hear about Meghan from those that meet her is the complete opposite of the narrative that just keeps getting pushed out of the UK. And let me just throw this caveat in. Stop trying to infiltrate the American media. Okay, the UK folks, stop it. All right. Anyway, moving on. I did see this, wasn't sure how true, but I guess they lost their appeal. I was like, why is this coming up again? Because we have moved on. We hadn't even, I know I haven't been following the case. So I was like, oh, okay. Why y'all keep trying? I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to show some pictures. They're always throwing that narrative of, she doesn't have any friends and blah, 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 blah. Okay, if you want to say so. Yes, our favorite couple, polo. I do wish I was out that way because polo would become my favorite sport. I would probably go broke trying to attend all the different matches, but get my own sighting of the Los Padres team. I'm just saying. And I know Church Nelly, if she's in the chat, she would too. So the casual attire and just the happiness and joy. I like this picture. It could have so many different meanings, but I like this picture. So I'm not going to have this under trash time, but it probably would fall under that. But a certain lawsuit that was filed has the Meghan has filed to her attorneys, let me just say, has filed to dismiss it. And the funniest thing is when it says, you know, asking for what is it? The motion to dismiss and to have, basically, oh yeah, and seek recovery of reasonable attorney fees and costs. hmm Since you want to file lawsuits, understand they do cost money eventually. Sometimes they may be, quote, cheap to file, so you think. But when it comes to the point of, a defendant saying, hey, you know what? I want you to pay reasonable. I like to know what the reasonable attorney's fees is. hmm Wouldn't you? Yes. But this was very telling in the suit itself, and I had to highlight this because part of it was basically the allegations we all knew were like, where did you pull those from the sky? But there was reference to this 2018 email, and I love how they just put it out there again. These statements came from, namely, a December 10th, 2018 email from Meghan to the communications secretary, Jason Knopf. Communications secretary. When at that time they were under KP. Let's just put it out there. That was his position prior to moving to be heading up the foundation of space and cosplay. He got a promotion for his nasty work. I'm just saying. Okay. And this was another page that I pulled from the screenshots that were online. hmm hmm Everything tying back to this email. And I'm like, well, how would the half person, sister, whatever, even know about the email? Origin. How would you know about this email? I thought communications of the royals in every form was held at a very high confidentiality. But we now know that that's not necessarily true unless the principals give their staff permission to release said information. So all those royal sources, mhm, we can guess who that is. Mm-hmm. Highlighted name communications secretary. Just say snitch on payroll because that's what he seems to have been. But then he gets a promotion out of it. Lord, if he's not a bend over and let me just stop right there. hmm So those are those little items, tidbits I wanted to just kind of kick off the show with. And I'm going to check comments before I move into the next segment. Because I see there's a whole lot. I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of them. Woo-wee. Let me see here. Hi, V. How are you? Dawn, how are you? Hilda! Oh, yeah. You're sick. Anna's sick. I'm like, oh my goodness. Come on now. We got to get y'all better. You know what I'm saying? We got to get y'all better. Elaine. So you two may have missed and everybody, but I gave a shout out and blanket to all the channel members. Love you. Okay. I do hope you're feeling better. Um, you might need to put a mask on Woody and Wendy. I'm just saying, and make sure they stay hydrated so that they don't get sick either. Okay. Just saying. Love you. Boss lady, how you doing? Emma, I'm going back in comments. Tier, because I know I missed a lot. Kalistic, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Hey, there we go. Bright eyes. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How we doing? Okay, it's more highs. Hey, how are you, Mrs. Amici? How you doing? I don't think if I've missed anybody prior to this, I do apologize. You know. Charge the eyes, not the heart, because it's a lot going on. What is happening with our squad? Come on, y'all. Oh, This is getting to be too much. Oh, Dawn, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Oh yeah, see, if I didn't see her name initially, I would have seen her spamming out the chat. That's her way of saying, "Hey, I'm here." You know, we've got to make sure that I give my sis a shout out. Black Queen. Knopf is trash just like his bosses. Yes, big time. But this is the whole thing. Like, the so-called staff is saying Megan was bullying them. No, 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 no. Y'all had nicknames for her. Y'all were horrible to her. And you were doing it on the okay from your bosses. So, because remember, she was an employee and that really, before they had their own staff, they were sharing resources. So, yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah, feel better. Everybody, if you're here, I appreciate you all sitting and listening in and participating in the chat. I know when you're not feeling well, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Oh my gosh, she's here. Church Nelly is here. Church Nelly, love you. I really do. You immediately make me laugh, and I holler about that. Okay, so let me jump back into the content because then I'll be able to have more time to hang out with you and we can yap it up. Okay, so I'm going to get to Squatty Corner. And this is, and I'm glad she's here, Church Nelly, this is for you, okay? A special for you. I saw this morning and I was like, what? What's going on? Because initially you see trending and your heart does stop a little bit because why else would they be trending? Okay, I'm just saying. So I wanted to just give you a little bit of what you've been asking for weeks. I couldn't resist, but this does look good. I could tear this up right now and be just as happy. This plate, nacho. She's gonna cuss me out, but that's okay. I know she loves me. But no, seriously. Okay. This is who she's fiending over. So, Church Nelly, this squatty corner is for you and all the others out there that do enjoy Nacho. But she is elbowing everybody else out the way. So, here's Megan having a little chat. Now, this next one, Church Nelly, I hope you truly, truly appreciate because, yes, it's for you. And you'll get it in a minute. And I'll leave it here for your appreciation. Look at that, Church Nelly. Don't think you can't say that I don't care for you. I immediately was like, this is for her. She's going to love this picture. Buns, buns, do do do, buns, buns, nacho, buns, buns, do do do, buns, buns, nacho. Okay, y'all know how silly I get at times. Let me see. Is she in here? Church Nelly, are you okay? Are you out there? I don't even see a comment. Is she loving this or did she faint? Hey, Carolyn, how are you? On the fly, I just come up with the little songs. Oh, Church Nelly, you're not amused by this current picture on the on the screen. Now, that I can't believe you don't like this picture. Hey, Judy, how are you? Oh, well, I'm guessing she doesn't like the picture, so I'm gonna have to go on and move on to something different. Church Nelly, really? Wow. And I didn't even put up my disclaimer, but yeah, Copyright Act 107. You know how we do. Okay. I'm really shocked. Or is it this picture you're saying you didn't? I cannot put that up. You are hilarious. Okay. She likes it, everybody. She likes it. See, I knew you would. I knew you would. Yes, that's true. Church Nelly, at least Megan is his sister. That's true, Sylvia. It is all good. It's all good. See, had to give her a little bit. Yeah. There was buns, buns, not Joe. Buns, buns, not Joe. So immediately upon seeing that, I was like, oh yeah, that's the picture. That one right there. She's gonna love it. Okay. Moving right along. We'll come back because I know, you know, Church Nelly first has to. Yeah. Yes, you are amused. Come on, you have to admit that was classic. You have to admit that. Hey, facing reality, how are you? Pay me no mind. Hey, fancy, fancy, pay me no mind. I'm just, acting crazy as always. What is this, Dolores? Church Nelly, Megan is hugging Nacho for you. Think of it that way. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Janet, you just have to just go with the flow. Yes, I'm glad you enjoyed that moment. Hmm. Annie Church Nelly got showered with nachos. Yes, yes, she did. And look at it this way, Church Nelly. All are delicious looking, right? Okay, I have got to move on because I'm just gonna be laughing. This is just too funny for me. Church Nelly, my hands would have been much lower. If I was Megan. No, 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 no. You would have behaved yourself. Not gonna grow up on your brother like that. Come on. Okay. You see what it says on the screen? Boundaries are a good thing. Okay, get it together. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay. Forgiveness does not permit access. You can forgive someone and still not allow them access to you. Okay. You all know it's coming into that, what is Lydia's favorite time? Trash time, trash time. Woo! And as always, this is how it still continues to be, that we don't understand when they've moved out of the UK, why the British media is so fixated. Well, we know why, but I'm being facetious. Why they're being so fixated still on Harry and Meghan, and they have, at least 100 royals that they could look at, especially the top tier, which is what the top six, seven, maybe. Just saying. Okay. So in my perusal of looking, I see information through the week, and I happen to see this come up, and because supposedly Space and Cosplay are looking for new property in the Windsor area, and it's cool to be able to look for new property, but if you're looking for the property to kind of match the Montecito home of Harry and Meghan, you have a mental issue because you're going to spend several million mhm, pounds on property just to kind of one up somebody or cosplay them. What are you going to come out with a bench with the tench and roses around it or something? I don't, I'm kind of lost as to why they even need another property. I mean, you have several already, I think three. Why do you need a fourth? Okay, just saying. And no, it ain't to be close to your grandmother because you can easily hop in that helicopter that she bought you and fly over and see her whenever you wanted to. Every day, actually, but ooh, who are we to talk? Okay. Next little item. Now, I saw this morning and I was like, yeah, this is perfect for trash time. Um, I'll just give a heads up. So, a lot now on Twitter is changing, and the trolls are posting promoted tweets. And so if you understand Twitter or any other social media, you understand when you see promoted, what's behind that. MONEY, because you have to pay. That's an ad. It's basically an ad. Now, this individual, with their question, are you still doubting that Meghan Markle went on a self-serving PR trip? So this picture, and you see there's people there filming, taking pictures, etc. But that's not Meghan. She didn't bring those. They were already there. Like, hello, there was a massacre that occurred at a school, and those are the headstones that are up. So yes, the cameras and film crew are filming anyone that was coming there. Now, incognito, would you even know that was her? No. Mm-mm. I'm just saying. So, a troll went on this whole thing on saying because Christopher Boozy had posted about, that's when I saw it, and was just explaining what a promoted tweet is, and highlighting to everybody that this is what's happening in this troll. And another one went in saying, prove it, prove that it's an ad. And I love this gif. Are you stupid or something? Because it's right in, it's marked. And bravo to Twitter when it is a promoted tweet, that it's marked as such. Because if it wasn't, yeah, nobody would know. And of course, they push it. So they're buying ads to push their narrative of hate against Meghan. So for any that are listening and not aware of what a promoted tweet is, here we go. I'll just let you read it for yourself. Promoted ads are ordinary tweets purchased by advertisers who want to reach a wider group of users or spark engagement from their existing followers. All promoted ads are clearly labeled as promoted. When an advertiser when an advertiser when an advertiser is paying for their placement on Twitter. So this is what we've come to now. hmm a certain you know space, really. This is what you're spending your money on. It was bad enough when you were buying followers to keep up with the IG so-called battle that you were running, when Harry and Meghan were using the they had their own account on IG. But this is pathetic and this is ridiculous, and it needs to stop. Come on now. And the 691, some of them I know Christopher Bosey had forwarded just to show the example. And if you're on Twitter and you do see promoted tweets that are pushing hate, send him a DM with the promoted tweet, but include the date. Make sure you get the screenshot that shows the date on the tweet. You know how the date is underneath. So I just wanted to share that with you. Yes. Little information, little information. So, you know how I round out usually trash time when I have received a comment that just, makes me take pause, and rather than scream and yell at them, I just block. So here's some idiot that was under my upload I did for Lili. And as soon as I read the name, I was like, oh, here we go. But I said, oh, you're going to get your little few minutes of fame and glory that you would like. And then it's like, how come she looks different in each pic? Don't we all sometimes look different in each pic? One, she's sitting, and one, her mother's holding her, and one, her when she was smaller, her mom was holding her in the air, and she's Archie's look different in all the pictures. Harry's look different in each of his pictures. Megan, myself, you, I'm sure. But, here's the question of the baby. So this is what I have to say to all the haters out there. Especially if you're watching the live, you'll see it. To you. Okay? I so wish I could be. I don't want any issues with copyright. That just, they like to come after the live streams. So I'm just saying, wow, really? Really? That's what it's come down to. Whew. Okay, I'm just saying. hmm All right. Let me. Oh, Pinky, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, Church Nelly, unhinged and cringed. Oh, is that the new name? I kind of like that. It flows good. Unhinged and cringe. Hmm. Um, Joyce, it's sick. It's very sick. It's disturbing. I mean, it's just very disturbing. And yeah, that's true. The taxpayers are going to pay for it. Hence why they just keep, writing, spending the money like it's water. But it's just amazing to me that um when Harry and Meghan were living in the UK, all you heard about was Frogmore Cottage. Every little thing about Frogmore Cottage. Oh my gosh, Frogmore Cottage. Blah, 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 blah. As if they were supposed to live in that rundown piece of mess without fixing it up. And by the way, it had to be brought up to standard. So the Queen was spending millions anyway. Let's get that straight. They did more internal, as you know, how if you know Megan's aesthetic, yes, because I'm sure Harry's like, whatever you like, dear. Most men are. They ain't thinking about the aesthetics, just how this would look or that would look. But no brass tubs, as you know, Emu used to say. I'm just saying, you know, the seer of things that was always wrong. She had the wrong date for the baby shower, that whole thing. But anyway, it's crazy. Well, I don't know what they're going to be spying on. Um, I do hope that each time they come into the UK and when they stay at the cottage, I know that there's a set of cousins that live there that are trusted and have been to Montecito and all that stuff. But I just have to say this: they have to do a thorough security sweep. Includes looking for bugs, listening devices, that type of thing. Because I put nothing past space and cosplay, more so space. But yeah, but anyway, I'm just saying. What is this? Angela need a park while the kids can play ball with their friends. They can play outside Kensington. They're the ones that moved back into the city from what was the house, Amber Hall or some place. But I know the Queen had recently gifted them another property, so they need a fourth one. That it just stop already. Just stop. Phew. I mean, what's he gonna do when his dad finally, you know, transitions, and then all of those properties, while there are crown properties, become his? Yeah, man. Let me just be quiet. Woo! Oh, is that what it is? Maybe. But still, don't need all that. I'm just saying. You know what? The one can go be closer to Mama, and Paw or whoever. Go out there, go back to your middle setting. Woo! Lord of mercy. Annie, Mrs. VS, those dumbasses don't know the difference. Well, all this going after one woman is insane. It is, Joyce. That exactly. It makes no logical sense. None. No logical sense. But yet here we are. Here we are. Hey Diane, how are you, channel member? Um, yeah, I'm just saying. TCC, how you doing? What is this, Gwendolyn? No one cares about Baldy and Clueless Kate. They're too boring. Well, but some, They're trying to be relevant, and I wish I just would stop. Like, do the work. You see what your brother and your sister-in-law are doing? I mean, emulate that. Show kindness to others and not standing on a corner wearing a Rolex watch, acting like you're homeless to sell magazines. I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, I'm still heated about that too, because that is just some bull crap. Anyway, hi Angie, how are you? Hello to you. Oh, Diane, Billy should be ashamed that he needs to take such obvious tactics for help. We know you by your acts. We're not. Why not try to accomplish something of merit? Exactly. I just said that and hadn't even read it. So, yes, exactly. Put forth, you know, words into action. Okay? Words into action, words into action. If I could find the interview, hopefully I wouldn't get copyright, but more than likely I would. There's a small clip where Megan says that when you get to a certain point and your name has some meaning, it means more to do than just show up and have your name attached to something. It's the doing that she's thriving from. So, you know, a lot miss that, and it's sad, but they do miss it. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Um, But you can't help everybody. Y'all. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook are hate lies. Yeah, bullying enablers. To a point, IG. But yeah, if you say something to reply to somebody on one of these social medias, and I've experienced it myself. It was regarding PM and his one of the hateful things he said about Megan, and I replied to a reply to him, and I got suspended. I think it was for like 8 hours or something like that. And it was the craziest thing because I said when I wrote them to say why, what is going on, and then I wrote in my comment like I was replying to someone who was calling this person a bad term, and I immediately got my account back. But yeah, I'm just saying. Diane, better question is why are you looking at each photo? Well, I mean, yeah, hello. You can look. We all have looked. So here's the craziness. I didn't even bring this over, and I should have for trash time. The conspiracy was that if you saw the black and white picture that Megan's friend had released, because that was the original picture, regardless of if you saw some color picture or not, the original picture was black and white of Megan holding Lilibet, and her friend was holding her daughter, right? Okay. So someone had tweeted out saying how, her teeth, there's something wrong with her teeth. Look at the difference in these pictures. Well, when you take a black and white picture and you change it to put color in it, you're going to change things. And you're complaining about her teeth looking different because you changed the picture. Make it make sense. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just make it make sense. Annie, some people just exist to hate. Make it make sense. And it's so true. Hey, Valerie, how are you? Elaine, thank you. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. Let's see, what are we saying here? KP, Diane, the KP no resume clowns are actually becoming entertaining in their desperation to prove their relevance. Imagine 40-year-olds with zero accomplishments. Yeah, just born into a situation, just born into um you know status, born into titles, born into it, and you think that that's all you have to do. The world has changed since his granny became queen. The world has changed drastically. And as much as they're trying to drag us back, and not just over there, but here in the US, back to the 50s, not going to happen. Okay? Not going to happen. not going to happen. So, you know, nowadays, when you look at the other royal families around the globe that seem to do more for the people, because they understand that although we may have titles, and that is supposed to make us so special and above everybody, you're really the servant to the people. You know, you're supposed to really be putting your, quote, best foot forward, but that doesn't mean you have to show this, oh, we're perfect. Life is just so perfect. Those days are over. Every time somebody rolls up to a gas station or pays for a train, bus, plane, we know dang well life ain't perfect. And it's perfectly, well, then again, it's perfectly expensive and it's getting more expensive by the moment. So, literally, the color version I saw was doctored badly by Truls. Exactly. But then they wanted to say, like her teeth. It's like, do you know how many pictures we could all reference where Megan is smiling, a big, beautiful smile? First, you talked about her when she first was known to be dating Harry. Oh, she's got that Hollywood smile, the fake smile, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. But now you're saying like her teeth are bad and all. What is wrong with you all? I'm sorry, but over in America generally, most people do have good dental and take care of going to see the dentist. But when you look at some of them pictures of them royal, for as much money as they have, okay, I'm just saying, none of them better ever speak about her dental. I'm just saying. Okay, let me move on. Let me move on. Let me move on before I start start really. Oof, y'all just don't know. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Now, if I as you know how I do, most people that have been before understand when I'm jumping through the chat because I'll get lost in the chat with y'all and I'll be 10, 20 minutes behind in comments. But I'm doing better these days. I'm staying with y'all. So let me just see. Any that need to be highlighted. Each night they are, why are they worried about their kids to start with? I don't know. Children are supposed to be off limits. Now, the fact that we saw one picture of Lilibet up until her first birthday, and then they shared that 2 days later, brilliant in my opinion, because it was 2 days after she was born that we knew of her birth. Yes. Um, Not having to be held to what some men in gray suits dictate as far as this is what should happen in announcing the birth and blah, 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 whatever. I love that as parents they're able to have the party that they want and it's not open to the rota I just love that about them. So, Gwendolyn, Megan looks so young and beautiful in the black and white picture. Yeah, and you could tell in the black and white, though it didn't need to be colored to know that she didn't have on makeup, and nor should she have to be glammed up for folks that she loves and is around and they know her. You know what I mean? Like there's times for it and times not. And she just was, I'm home. And home is with the people that were around her, not in that the surroundings of the UK, but you know what I mean. Y'all get what I'm talking about. Let's see, Sherry. The remaining royals were born into mediocrity. Yeah, that's true. They don't believe it, but yeah, that's true. Dolores, those people attacking a year old are consumed by hate and need attention with their mental state. They need the help. They do. Mental health on both shores is lacking, and it really needs to be addressed. And it's sad that the social media companies are putting the mighty dollar over just allowing people to run crazy. Here in the U.S., yes, there's a First Amendment, but within reason, there are consequences for that. So what you say it does have consequences. So, when they're running crazy with the hate, they need to be banned and banned at IP level. Like you log in with your computer if you try, and it's not gonna work. That's how it needs to be handled. So, hi Joanne, how are you? And that we do. We love, 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 love them over here. So let me see. CMAC, remember, do not tweet anything about a turning 40. Do not inadvertently make it trend. um, okay. Number one, I need to know when his birthday, and I don't know that, and I don't care, and don't need to put in it. I think it's in July, maybe, because it was always that whole, um, yeah. But anyway, he's finally catching up to his older wife. I wonder how old the Roses are. Are they in the same age group? Just thinking out loud, that's all. Nutty doctors discussing that children should be subject of caricatures by adult haters. Exactly. Where if it was the other way around, I mean, as much as they try to say squad, we're not checking for those three kids over there. They're kids. Let them grow up. We have the Adams family picture, and that was enough for me to tell me all that I need to know about that household. Ooh, okay. Maybe they need to stop trying to do these happy family picture outings and just be and let the kids who will at in time, if the monarch is as it is right now, in 10 years when they're old enough to truly be, especially the spare to the heir. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. Cookies and cream, the unroyals should stop their silly smear campaign against Meghan. Prince Harry has the life he has always wanted. He's not going back to that racist, savage, hypocritical, corrupt, sadistic monarchy. He visits, and that's that. And you're right, he's not going back. It's just disgusting to me that they want him to come back, sans his wife or children, or for some crazies, bring the kids and leave Meghan. No, 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 no. His family unit is him, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, and Mother Doria. Okay, chew on that, haters. Some good red meat for you. All right. Hey, Kenneth. Oh, my screen just refreshed and all the comments just jumped on me. All right, let me see. The Queen has done nothing all her life. Agreed. Grifter all her life. Yeah, I mean she did what they did. Hey, talk with her. How are you? You have to check out his channel. Now I'm going to deviate just a little bit. He has brain games. It's a lot of fun. Cool people. You'll meet the dream team. I'm just saying. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Diane, instead of worrying about a 1-year-old has in her wee mouth, greater concern should be what Wild Kingdom Tyndall girl was chomping on. Oh Lord. Hers and what cousin Louis was doing with his hands. Eh. Ah, woo, she was trying to bite her father. I saw that video. I was like, because initially I guess I had missed that part. Yeah, that was interesting to see. I'll just say, although I don't have children, but if I did, none would act like that. I'm just saying. And I know that the two little gems that we dote on won't act like that in public either. I'm just saying. Okay. hmm Hi, Dana. How are you? Oh my gosh, it's true. Why defend the naysayers and the nasty D's? William and Kate are doing the most to be relevant and appeal to the youths by copying everything Harry and Meghan, and yet they're failing miserably. All they need to do is let Space hang out at a pub. That seems to make him happy, and he feels like he's being relevant. Or stand on the corner with his Rolex watch and, put on a vest and a hat and kind of make himself appear to be homeless while there's security standing nearby and there's cameras standing nearby. So homeless you appear, sir. Yeah. And then just give her a couple of index cards to read a speech. Okay, I'm going down that way of being bad. So I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna skip quite a few. Hey, Life's Magical Journey, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So true, Church Nelly. Megan looked like a damn teenager in that pic holding Lily. She did. She really did. Kenneth, the royal family wants Harry back because they don't value marriage. Whoa. Boom! Mic drop. Boom! Boom! Mic drop. Yeah. Woo! They like, you know what they like? They like the pageantry of the weddings. But yeah, the vows themselves and what they say before God, because of course, the head of the church that they're standing in is one that it's not technically God. I mean, how are you the head of the church? I thought God was head of the church. I'm just saying. All right, I'm moving along, moving along. Excuse me, moving along. Oh my gosh, thank you, C Mac. I had saw it and meant to mention that, but yeah, so I wonder if it really was written then. I'm just saying because she just received it. So how do you write a letter? Okay, we all know what happened January 6th here in the US on that fateful day. And 2021, and allegedly the same day that Harry had I think there was an article that came out with a statement from him that he had warned the Twitter head at the time to look out, just seeing the hate that was brewing on social media. And yeah, suddenly some letter appears this week or last week, written by Space to a wife of one of the officers that died. And there were several officers that wind up committing suicide, but I haven't heard of any letters going to their families. And yeah, anyway, I'm just going to leave it as trash. Not anything against the family. I mean, they're just the recipients of a letter that is part of a PR thing, and I'm just going to leave it at that. You don't use people's tragedy for your PR. And Megan going down there with donations and resources, etc. Don't talk to me about that was a PR stunt. But anyway, hi Lynn, how are you? Um, okay, Tier, something is not adding up about the letter. It really isn't. I think they picked that date that lined up to that article with Harry. This is just my opinion. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. And sent it over there. Now, given how high up space is, you can't tell me they can't get letters or whatever they need to the right people. There's always connections. How come there's phone calls that could be made to people? How did you get their number? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just saying. So, and if it took you from November till now to actually determine the address, you could have sent it to, the Speaker of the House who would have made sure that it got there, being that you are, so-called, well, you are royal, and therefore you would be, your mail would have been handled a little bit expedient, but I'm just saying. Um, I can see that most of us don't trust that whole thing. Yes. What is the postmark on the envelope? That would say it all. I don't know if it really had a postmark. I'm just saying. Just saying, just saying, just saying. Because, Meghan and Harry letters get to the right people on time, within the time frame that it should arrive. I'm just saying. Okay. Diane, Billy's letter was indeed a PR stunt. And if asked what he said in the letter, he wouldn't know any more than Trump could name one book in the Bible. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Hey, Lucy. How are you? Lynn, why didn't Send letter of condolences to all the police officers who were fighting for their lives to secure the it was the Capitol. But yes, this is so bogus. It's true. Um, it's all a family. I think most of us were quite shaken, and it still draws you back to, I can't believe I'm watching this on TV. Like, what in the hell is going on here? But yeah, just don't use that as some ploy to get in good graces with the American people. Yeah, because if we're not sitting and watching right wing channels or channel, let me just say that, then we're not. Whatever. That's how I look at it. Whatever. There you go. Hello, Diane. The letter would have gone through the embassy, British embassy anyway, and delivered on time. So there are more holes in that lie than the cheese in Switzerland. Just why just that one person of color got the letter? Well, because remember we have to show reasons for not being racist. But why didn't you send one to the gentleman, the police officer, who truly risked his life because he redirected crowds. He was like right there. Um, why didn't you send him warmest thank you? And it should have been sent like within a month, I would think, because then when the accommodations were being read to honor him, yours would have been read. Yeah, I just wonder a lot of times. I'm just saying. Janet, they're using the US mail server. Yeah, using the regular post from the UK to send over here. Then, if you don't have the right address or name, of course it's going to get lost. hmm hmm I'm just taking a sip of tea. William is very dense. Didn't he hire a new PR somebody from America? Oh, I guess they don't know how things work. I'm just okay. Let me move on. Let me move on. Let me move on. I'm tired of the Unroyals using people of color. Me too. Me too. Me too. The one that they had that they could that the stratospheres that they would have reached as a monarchy if they had taken a different direction with Meghan. They can't even fathom. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hey Catherine. Hey V. I don't know if I said hi to you. These people forgot that the Americans are not as stupid as the British that believe everything the royal family and tabloids print. Because those that read the tabloids kind of understand it's just rags. I mean, we're not having the Inquirer read on night news as if it's some, trusted newspaper, whatever. It's just the craziest thing I've seen that the tabloids are read on the evening news or something. Come on now, folks. All right. So I've gone over an hour. And I just like to say that I've covered everything that I had wanted to cover. And as you know, here comes my little music. Most of y'all know that favorite little tune. But I do want to say a big thank you to all of you for popping in. But I would be remiss if I didn't say this. Happy Father's Day in advance to all the fathers out there. I know tomorrow here in the US, I don't know if it's celebrated across the globe, but tomorrow's Father's Day here in the US. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you barbecue up a storm. That's what fathers. Isn't that what the fathers thing is? But anyway, I hope you get a lots of love because the gifts come and go, but the love, can last that lifetime. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you all again for joining Sussex Saturday. Hope you had a good time. Hope you come back. Hope you hit subscribed if you have not. And this is your first time here, or your second time here, or third time. And, please consider channel membership because, the channel members that are here can tell you what they like about it. And yes, I think you'll like it too. But anyway, seriously, thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I know in other parts of the globe it is a different day in some parts, but um, you take care. Be well, wear your mask, stay hydrated, be safe, everybody. To those who are not feeling well, I hope you feel a lot better as the days go on. Treat those colds. Be careful out there, everybody. Bye.